Yeah, man, I'm excited about this one, bro. I'm excited about this one. Damn, it's bright as fuck. Grab that screenshot. Yo, I'm very excited about this one. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna watch this reaction video real quick. Uh, I'm very, very, very excited about this one. I've always wanted a 360 camera, and let me take this out first. And oh, I didn't save. I've always wanted a 360 camera, and finally I got one. And I've had this sitting on my desk for way too long. I've been so busy working, haven't had the time to really unbox it. But today we're gonna check this shit out. We're gonna check this shit out. Let me fix this real quick, bro. Hold on. All right, we're gonna check this out, man. Be back in here.
The new Insta360 X4, the latest version of what I think is the best 360 camera on the market. And I've been using the previous version, the X3, since it came out in September of 2022.
And that's crazy because ever since that came out way back when, I knew I wanted one, but I've just never been able to really get going on it. And shit's expensive as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm like, one of these days, one day, I kept saying one day I'm gonna check it out one day. And that one day happens to be today. So let's get it.
And before that, the X2. And the X3 provided quite a jump in quality, particularly in low light conditions, but was otherwise more or less an incremental improvement. But now with the increase from 5.7K to 8K resolution.
Can we give a round of applause to the company Insta360? Man, y'all made this shit 8K, bro. 8K, bro. Damn. That means the quality about to be crazy. You feel me? I like that. I likes that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, bro. That's awesome. I'm gonna start with this.
On the X4, you might be wondering whether it's worth the upgrade. Now, this is not a sponsored video. I decided not to participate.
Yeah, it ain't no sponsored video. I bought this shit with my own money. You feel me? I bought this with my own bread. Let's get it, man.
Participate in the official launch of the X4, which happened a few weeks ago, mainly because I wanted to be able to test it out on my recent trip to Ecuador and to provide a more on.
I can't wait to hit the road. I can't wait to travel and really put this, you know, through some paces, man. But in the meantime, I'm definitely going to utilize it everywhere I go. I'm going to utilize this often, a lot. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be dope.
Honest comparison of the X4.
And I think it's very unique. Like, something I don't understand how they did it is the way that you can, the way that this thing, the way that it, the way that the gimbal, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm losing my train of words, but, oh, okay, you got to push it. Push. What? How do you push? What do you mean push? Am I weak? Ugh. Hold on. Oh, okay. Ah. I should have said push, but okay. Okay, I see. Okay. Damn. The way, I think it's very unique, the way they built this, you know, and how it can pretty much, you can pretty much, what do you call it? The way you can set it up is pretty unique in my opinion. I just love the way, the design, how you can hold it up and you can't really like, you can't see the gimbal. You can't see the whatever this thing is called, the tripod on camera, just like on the screen here. I don't know if you guys can see that.
To the X3. And you would have seen YouTube having been flooded with all those paid launch videos all at the same time, and those need to be approved by Insta360, so they're far from unbiased. Now, having said that, Insta360 did provide me with the camera, which I get to keep, so do keep that in mind when watching the video. And I will provide an affiliate link below where you can learn more and shop for the camera.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna put I have my affiliate links in the comments as well, but he just said something that I don't understand. You're bashing other creators for creating a video that was sponsored, but then you're telling us they gave you the camera, but you're not gonna be biased. What? I don't understand. How do I know that you're not gonna be biased? You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, whatever floats your boat, gang. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. That's dope. That's dope. Wow. I really like the way this just turns into a stand. And I could adjust it to what makes sense for me. Oh, I'm gonna utilize this a lot. Like I know for a fact that I'm gonna utilize this a lot. Yeah, okay. I'll put that away for now. This is just such a dope design. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, man. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Let's keep watching.
If you're interested, which won't cost you anything extra, but it does help out the channel. Now, I'm also not going to do a full review of every single feature of the camera because there are plenty of those videos online now as well. Instead, I'm going to focus on the features and specifications that matter most to my specific use case, which is using the camera in extremely difficult conditions while on the trails and in the mountains.
That's what I really want to know. Tell me about those stuff. Don't make it simple. Put it to its paces. What I like about it already, seems like they got a case on the lens, front and back. This is so dope to hold in my hand. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Damn, this shit hard. This shit hard, man. Damn. Let me take a screenshot. This shit fire. That shit fire. Does it? I don't know if my shit saved. Let me see.
While running and hiking. And I'll mostly be comparing the X4 to the X3 as I try to honestly answer the question of whether I think it's worth the upgrade after putting it to the test over the past couple of weeks. So let's start with the main specifications. The X4 can shoot up to 8K at 30 frames per second or 5.7K 60 frames per second.
That's crazy, bro. Damn.
Is a nice upgrade from the X3.
It's not even that heavy, man. How do they do that, man?
Which had a maximum resolution of 5.7K 30 frames per second. If you had seen my reviews of either the X2 or the X3, you'll remember that the resolution was my primary complaint. And that's because while 5.7K sounds really good if you say it quickly,
I ain't gonna lie, that quality on your video, I'm not even watching this shit on HD. That quality looks good, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That looks amazing.
And it is better than GoPro's maximum resolution of 5.3K. You have to keep in mind that a 360 camera is filming all around you, above and below at all times. So it's spreading this resolution out over a much larger field of view. But when you then render the video file in post-production, you'll only be using a fraction of this resolution, maybe something closer to 1080p. So by filming now in 8K resolution, the resulting video clips are closer to 4K, depending on how wide a field of view that you render. And for social media use, like on Instagram, that's not going to make a big difference. But for someone like me who produces content for YouTube in 4K UHD, this upgrade
that's when it's going to make a difference.
The X4 is also capable of recording at a higher bitrate of 200 megabits instead of 120 on the X3, which is needed in order to handle the additional information contained in an 8K image.
Damn.
The battery's runtime has also been increased by a reported 67%,
I love
now
that.
lasting up to 135 minutes in ideal conditions. And this wasn't something that I ever personally had an issue with, because I tend to use these cameras, these 360 cameras, quite sparingly, along with other action cameras like a GoPro. But this could be a big deal for anyone.
That's what I plan to do as well. You know, I got my main camera. This is really just to capture those scenes, or, you know, just have something small that I can utilize. You know, for example, I got my iPhone on the over here. Sometimes I don't want to use my iPhone right there. You know what I'm saying? So this just, I'll be able to just like set that up or do my reactions from anywhere. I don't have to worry about it. The quality's there. The only thing I'm not sure about, what I would like to test out is, is it possible for me to utilize my Rode microphone with this without having to get any extra gadgets? That's the one thing I'm not sure of that I would like to know.
Wanting to shoot primarily on a 360 camera. It's also got a new AI chip to help with the camera's higher resolution and frame rates. And it has a few other new features that we saw on the Insta360 Ace Pro, like gesture control. Now, right away, I noticed that the image is just better overall. And the first thing that you should notice in this side-by-side comparison is how much better it performs in tricky, high-contrast environments like under tree cover. And this is arguably the worst place to test a camera like this. In fact, when doing a sponsored video, it's something that camera manufacturers typically ask you to avoid. But the X4 performs surprisingly well, especially in the shadows. The other thing I noticed right away with the X4...
This guy is smart, because, like, you know what I'm saying, if he's criticizing it, but he's trying to make it sound a lot more like he doesn't care what they... I mean, I guess he doesn't care what they say, but still, like, it's still a... You know what I'm saying? But I hope you're being honest with your... Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm tired as hell, man. I've been working all day, but...
X4 is how much the color science has improved. Check out the trees in the top left.
Because I love to color grade my own stuff. So the extra quality, the better for me.
The X3 I always found had a bit of a magenta tint to it, which I always had to try to compensate for in post-production. And you can see that there in the tree.
I think for this to be my first 360 camera, I think I made a good choice. I think I made a good choice.
Trees compared to the much more natural brown tones on the X4. The X3 also didn't handle highlights very well. You can see lots of what's called fringing around the leaves of the trees against the sky, where there's a hard purple edge, but the X4 handles it much better. And again, you can really see how much the contrast ratio has improved on the X4. There's just way more detail in the shadows. It almost looks like an HDR image. Just look at that tree stump there. And
I can see the fringing. The fringing is definitely, absolutely a lot better. I can see it in the video.
This is night and day. And there's just way less artifacting in the highly detailed parts of the shot, particularly in the gravel in this shot here. It's just a much cleaner image overall. And I suspect that's from a combination of the higher resolution, the higher bit rate, and the more advanced chip. Now, these improvements do come at a cost. First of all, the X4 does literally cost more. It now retails for $500 US instead of $400 for the X3. The camera is also larger both in length and thickness, and that's partly to accommodate the larger battery. And that larger battery and screen also means that the X4 is a little bit heavier, and the X3 was already getting a little heavy in my opinion. And I feel like some of these upgrades might be good for the average person, obviously who this camera is probably targeted at, but at some point, it's gonna be a little bit too big and heavy for a runner like myself to justify carrying it for, say, 100 miles during a race. By the time you add the lens cap and a selfie stick, we're talking 360 grams. And for me, this would be on top of carrying my GoPro and my phone, so now I'm carrying close to 1 kilogram of action camera gear. The other problem with the added thickness is that it's going to increase the chances of parallaxing in the image, since the lenses are...
That's got some weight on it, for real. When you attach it, that shit's kind of heavy, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not as heavy as the Legion Go type shit, but it's got some weight on it, man. I don't know how they do it, man. Like, how is this? Like, I can't even talk. Like, that shit's crazy, man. That was dope. That was dope as hell. And then I could just stand it up if I want. Like, come on, bro. This is the coolest. I'm so happy about this, man. I'm gonna use the hell out this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I could use it as a webcam as well, Oh man, this is amazing, man. This is this is dope as hell. I'm very happy about this product.
Now just that much further apart. And this is a problem that I've read about with the GoPro 360 camera, which is even wider. Now this is only really an issue though when objects get really close to the lens, but it's something to consider. Now I personally would love to see a version that's optimized for size and weight, maybe with a much smaller display like the one that had been on the X2, because I don't really need to see a high resolution preview of the image, and I personally never change my settings anyway. And it's something that I can do on the app on my phone in case I do need to change the settings or to double check a shot. And the same thing with the battery. The new larger battery and the increased runtime that comes with it, I'm sure will be considered a huge improvement for many, but for me, I'd rather have the option to use that.
I hope that the learning curve of the app is not so difficult. I hope that I'm able to pick it up and just get going. I don't want to spend days trying to master something that should be easy to utilize.
Smaller and lighter weight battery, the one that had worked with the X2 and the X3, and then to maybe just have a spare one in my drop bag during a race, just in case, especially given that I've now invested in a few extra batteries and a fast charger. As I said, I've never really had a problem with my battery running out on a 360 camera because I tend to use it so sparingly, just as an extra kind of wide camera angle, in addition to other action cameras. But again, I recognize that my use case might be pretty specific. So the question is, should you upgrade if you've already got one of the older models? And what if you're just about to...
It's my first one, so hey man, if I like it, I'm gonna keep using it. It's too late to return it. I bought this a month ago and I haven't had time to open it. I'm just now getting to it. So this is dope. What's in here? Let me see what else is in the box. Obviously, I think this is the charger or the cable, one of the two. Oh, they give you a case. Nice. And then what else? What else is it? Oh, okay, they give you the lens cover, extra lens covers. That's dope. Okay. And you got the manual and what else? What's this? Not gonna need that. Put this back in here. That's a big bulky manual. Oh my goodness. They kind of show you how to put that together. Okay. I think there's already one built in it though, right? I mean, because if there's not, why not? I might as well put that shit in right now. Oh no, it's direct contact. Okay. Direct contact. Let me put that on there right now because I don't wanna risk effing this up. Damn, how do you put this shit on, bro? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. No, I don't want to check you out. I'm sorry. I don't have time for that. It doesn't seem like you are it doesn't seem like you're doing anything I would be interested in. I'm sorry, ma. I got this on the wrong. How do you take this? Oh. Damn, I need to get a, they should have gave us a cloth, bro, to wipe this shit off. It's pretty cool. Okay. It's a grip cover. Okay. That's pretty cool. How does it go? Damn. That's fire. Why wouldn't I want to use this all the time? Is there a reason to not use this grip cover? What would be the reason to not want to utilize this grip cover? I see none. So I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to put it on and I'm going to leave it on. Am I able to take out the battery while it's on there? Yeah, of course. Well, fire. Damn, this shit's beefy. Okay. I don't think I would, I mean, with the amount of how much I'll be utilizing this shit. That's dope, man. And you got the charger. You got the charger. Sick. Okay. Okay. Alright, Insta. Y'all got me hyped. I'm hyped. Finally. I got my own Insta360. I'm so excited. Oh man. Awesome. I cannot wait to start using this, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna be using this shit every day. I need to download the software though. Now when they say, is it a desktop software? That's what I'm curious about, because that I don't know. Is it a desktop software? I guess I'm gonna watch that and figure
to buy your first 360 camera. Is the X4 the right one for you, or should you look at trying to get a deal now on the X3 instead? Well, if you are only planning on using a 360 camera for posting on Instagram, and maybe you're only using the Insta360 mobile app instead of the desktop app, where you can take advantage of that increase in resolution, then the X3 might still be a great option for you. Desktop app, where you can take it on Instagram, and maybe you're only using the Insta360 mobile app instead of the desktop app, where you can take advantage of that increase in resolution, then the X3 might still be a great option for you, because you're no doubt going to be able to find those being unloaded on Facebook Marketplace. And even buying it new, you could still save $100 by going with the X3. But if you're concerned with quality like I am, then it's a no-brainer. Despite the increase in size and weight of the X4, I will be officially retiring my X3 and using the X4 exclusively from now on. And if you're still using the X2 or possibly the original Insta360 One X and had maybe held off on upgrading to the X3, then you would no doubt notice a huge difference in quality, a huge improvement by moving right up to the X4 now. The X3 offered big improvement in low light performance, and the X4 takes it another step further and finally fulfills my one request that I had for that 8K resolution. Now let me know in the comments below what you think about these improvements and if you noticed a difference in the quality of the footage yourself and if you're planning on upgrading as well.
Sweet. I like what I heard. Good video, man. I like your take on this. Yeah, that's dope. I can't wait to start utilizing this shit, man. I got my shit's charging right now, but I'm excited about it. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see you on the next video. I'm out.